Homework. Wow. If I record Castles of Burgundy on OBS, it barely records at all whatsoever. Seriously. What on earth? That was funny. Stop. That was Stop being stupid, you're rude. Whoa. That was funny. Factors influence individual behavior. There are 5 types of individual behavior. We will now look at this. Oh, you know what? I want to do it on my own, and then maybe I'll copy and paste it into the document or something. Oh wait, no, the document. What does he got in the document? No, I can just copy and paste it to the document because I'm basically supposed to do it on my own first, and then we discuss afterwards. That was a snippet. I spent like 20 minutes blowing my nose, and you still hear me having troubles breathing through my nose. So funny. Uh, dang, 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 dang. That was funny. Sniffy is funny. That was funny. That was funny. Oh, jeez. That's funny. You didn't freaking copy what I... Balance. Your behaviors have potential to return, I wonder if Jim's pranks are counterproductive. It just all depends on your perspective, so shut up, you moronic. Joining us with the organization is pretty self-explanatory. You don't need a definition for that term. Maintaining work attendance is pretty self-explanatory as well. There we go. The 5 types of individual behavior, right? So shut up. predictors. We also have predictors of individual behavior, but the assignment is mostly just looking at individual behavior. But anyways, what about interpersonal dynamics? God dang it. Look. I wish you had links. God dang it. No, they don't have the word interpersonal here. That was funny. Oh, you know what? Oh, wow! Wait, no. Well, we have a couple of interpersonals here, but they're not. We have interpersonal conflict, interpersonal relations. Yeah, but how the heck are we supposed to know what interpersonal dynamics are? This is freaking... Dude, this would have been so great. It's funny, I can see the content from here, but from here I can't. It's so weird. Is this a source that we can use? Reference.com. I got two different definitions of interpersonal dynamics. They're like basically into screw. Nice. That is not what it is. There's no way that's what it is. Come on. What the actual crap? They said, what is interpersonal dynamics? And then they said interpersonal orientation is, what? What is wrong with you? You actually wrote that and thought that was a good idea to write that? Holy crap, there's an entire freaking course about this? It's a full course. It's not just a definition. Organizational characteristics. The characteristics of an organization. Wow! There's a lot of organizational blanks. And I don't think any of them are organizational characteristics. So screw my life. That was funny. Dude, why do you give us terms that are not in the book? What the heck? You seriously are giving us terms that aren't even in the book. What if I just search the word organizational characteristic? It's funny how you the phrase organizational characteristic isn't in the textbook? Funny? That's funny. How about other concepts and processes relevant to organizational behavior? Well, that's open-ended. Ay, ay, ay. Eh. Dang it. That was funny. Oh, God. Are you freaking kidding me, dude? That's it? Who are you eating? Oh, no. I don't want to do this. I can't watch. Actually, I can. It's gonna be slow, though. It might slow down my watching. Guess what? Screw my life. Wow. Time to overanalyze an episode of The Office. Hey. It was completely pointless to blow my nose because I'm still sniffing. So. entertainment is the entire reason why. That's fine. Maybe I'll try watching it with OBS now. See how it goes. Oh wow, that was funny. That's funny. We are preparing to watch The Office and then try to connect concepts that I've laid out in my Word document to things happening in the episode. That's fun. Time to make vlog. Oh, that was. At least I'm making progress. Like, I have some basic definitions of the terms. Now, I couldn't really find definitions for like all of them except for one, but I can kind of deduce what the definitions are based on personal experience and also looking up the dictionary definition of the word. So, there. Maybe I'll study this a little bit more first, actually. Let's just study this for a few minutes and then I'll make my talk. So, individual behaviors. They don't have a definition, but we kind of know what an individual behavior is. It's just a person doing something. That's what it is. And the textbook lists 5 types of individual behavior: task performance, organization, citizenship, counterproductive work behaviors, joining and staying with the organization, and maintaining work attendance. Task performance. The individual's voluntary goal-directed behaviors that contribute to organizational objectives. Proficient, adaptive, and proactive. So I don't know if we're going to really end up talking about that, because it's not like they're showing people in the office doing actual work all that often, but maybe a little few scenes here and there might show them doing work. I mean, obviously it shows them sitting at a desk doing something, but it doesn't really, you don't really know exactly what they're doing. But anyways, we were just going to look up proficiency. I didn't feel like writing it down. Where is it? We have proficient task performance, refers to performing the work efficiently and accurately. Adaptive task performance refers to how well they modify thoughts and behavior to align with and support a new or changing environment. Proactive task performance is how well they take the initiative to anticipate and introduce new work patterns that benefit the organization. My God, I think I just need to stop sniffing. Even when I sniff, I can barely even get any air through there. Come on. Organizational citizenship bears various forms of cooperation and helpfulness to others that support the organization's social and psychological context. Like assisting coworkers with their work problems, adjusting your work schedule to accommodate coworkers, showing genuine courtesy towards coworkers, and sharing your work resources with coworkers. Supporting the company's public image, offering ideas beyond those required for your own job. Attending events that support the organization, keeping up with new developments in the organization. Alright. Counterproductive work behaviors. Their examples are harassing coworkers, creating unnecessary conflicts, deviating from preferred work methods, being untruthful, stealing, sabotaging work, wasting resources, joining and staying with the organization, maintaining work attendance, interpersonal dynamics. I just defined the words interpersonal and dynamics because I couldn't really find a good definition of them. Like, if there was one, I guess I could look at, like, the interaction among members in a specific social context. Organizational characteristics. I think we're done. Like, that's all I need to do to prep. That was fine. Prepare to watch the episode and then something. I'm going to. Dude. All I want to do is a cubing session, and I can't. Come on, I can't. I have to work on this right now, because that's when I agreed to do it with my classmate. Like, the instant I get a good cube is when my school starts. And not only does the school start, but I have so much work to do in the school that I can't even do cubing sessions. I literally have to do homework every day of the week. I need to spend both. Well, actually, I can't save all the assignments to Sunday for Sunday because there's one assignment that's going to take 5 jillion years to do. What a miracle. Yes, even I get up at... Well, it's not like I didn't do any homework in between 8 and now, because I got up at 8, even though I stayed up till 2. I keep staying up late every night. You know why? Because I know that the instant I get up the next morning, I'm going to have to start working on homework. So I don't want to go to bed because I know that right when I go to bed, that's the last chance I have to not be doing homework at that very moment. So I stayed up till 2 again. Well, not again, but 2. And then I got up at 8. And you know what's funny? I think I woke up at like 6 something. Yeah, I literally only slept for like 4 hours and then woke up at around 6 and then just kind of stayed in bed because I was super tired until 8. I actually had my alarm set for 7, but when I first woke up, it was like around 6 something. So nice job getting 4 hours of sleep. I feel like I would have been better off just getting up at 7 because basically when I found recently that if I set an alarm for a day, for a time, and then I snooze 5 more times until it's the next hour, I end up more tired at the end of that hour than I was at the beginning because I basically keep falling asleep and then getting woken up by the alarm. Whereas usually when the alarm goes off, I'm already awake. It's weird how that works. I was like already awake at 7 o'clock when the alarm went off. But then whenever I hit the snooze button, I would fall back asleep and then get woken up by the alarm. And whenever you get woken up out of sleep, you feel way more tired. So I felt super, super tired at 8. Like, twice as tired as I felt at 7. But even if I had slept the full amount of time from 2 to 8, that would have only been 6 hours of sleep. That was fine. That was a funny city. I hate the shape of these comforters. They're way too wide, but not long enough. Both of the comforters for my beds are not the right size. Actually, you know what? The green comforter that I had, they're both green. The comforter I had in this bed formerly was actually the better comforter out of both of the comforters. Because at least the sides weren't super long on this. Like, it was... Like, I just don't want this specific comforter, because this comforter just has... For some reason, it's made super wide. It's made for, like, a king-size bed. And yet, it's not that long on the end. That's for that reason. No, a king-size bed isn't necessarily longer than the other types of beds. It's just wider. So I think this comforter might be made for a king. Well, maybe it's not. Maybe it's not made for a king-size bed. It's just that most people like to have the comforter of their bed symmetrically aligned with the bed, but I don't, because I have my bed against the wall. So you can now die. I mean me. Oh, me. Please. I think that my classmate wants to do well, he doesn't really have a specific time, but I think he would kind of prefer me to have this done by 2, and it's now 10, so 3 hours. Wow. And what I have to do is watch an episode of The Office, and then I have to jot down examples of individual behavior or interpersonal dynamics, organizational characteristics, and other concepts and processes relevant to organizational behavior. And guess what? Only one of those terms is discussed in Chapter 1, and the other terms are not discussed at all in the entire rest of the textbook. Like, yeah, sure, they do discuss them, but they don't call them by that specific term. Where am I supposed to look for where they discuss interpersonal dynamics? Wait a minute. I'm overthinking this assignment. It's not that hard. All I have to do is identify situations in the episode that match with the term. I just have to match the situation to the term, or describe an aspect of the situation and match it with the term. I don't have to actually do any other thing. I just have to say, here's an example of individual behavior. Jim did this. That's an example of type of individual behavior. But I have 5 specific types of behaviors. I have to be like, here, these 2 people had this conversation. That's an example of interpersonal dynamics. Oh, organizational characteristics. Wow. Is the fact that there's rumors of downsizing an organizational characteristic? I don't know. What is that category does that fall into? Is having rumors in an organization a property of interpersonal dynamics because people are talking to each other about something they heard or something? I don't know. I'm like trying to predict what they will be because I've watched that episode 3 times, I think, 4 already, so it's like, and then there's this weird, and the main part of the episode is basically where Jim pranks Dwight, but like Dwight wants to form an alliance because of the downsizing rumors, and Jim agrees because he's just doing it for fun to prank Dwight. That was fun. That was fun. And also Jim and can't interact, so therefore that's called interpersonal. And Michael throws a birthday party for somebody even though it's a month before the birthday. What does that fall into? What's an organizational characteristic? Just any general. That is such a broad term. I could just literally point out anything about anything and it would be an organizational characteristic. Well, it's just a bunch of people sitting in an office, interacting, doing some kind of trying to work towards a goal of selling paper. But what's the characteristic of the organization? No, the purpose of this vlog wasn't to do the assignment while walking around talking to myself. The purpose of this vlog was to motivate myself to actually start watching the episode and then take notes on it. So dang it. And also, yesterday I was able to finish that writing assignment. I wonder what she's going to give me for a grade, because I feel like it could be anywhere between 100% and like 50%, because like, well, to answer the first two questions, I only wrote one sentence for each question. So she might take off points because I didn't elaborate enough on those questions. And then, obviously, I only wrote one question one sentence for question 3 because it was just asking me to write my score. So I said what my score was. And then for question 4, I literally wrote like 5 paragraphs. I spent way more time on question 4 than on the first 3 questions. Not sure why. Maybe I was trying to just fill out I was trying to just list every example I could possibly think of my that would be able to evaluate my global perspective. Oh, I can. So, like, I wrote 1 paragraph and 2 sentences to answer the first 2 questions. And then to answer 3, I wrote 1 sentence. And then to answer 4, I wrote like 5 paragraphs. 5 short paragraphs, but 2 paragraphs. And then to play. And I got a 229. God. You know what's funny? I could do the whole assignment without watching the episode because I've already seen the episode. I could just like write down what I remember from the episode. But because I remember, well, not just what I remember, but what I read about it in the summary of the episode, because I actually read the summary of the episode on Wikipedia. Like, I literally don't even have to watch the episode, technically. I could just read the summary on Wikipedia and then do the entire assignment based on that. Well, that's only if I'm in a desperate situation. That was one. And it's funny, I was kind of in a desperate situation on Wednesday night because I only had 1.5 hours to do 2 assignments. Oh, actually, it was 2.5 hours. Stupid idiot. I can't do math. Did I say 1.5 hours every single time I talked about that? It was 2.5 hours. I had 2.5 hours to do 2 assignments. And I think I finished the first assignment in like half an hour. Or maybe like 40 minutes or something. And then the rest of the time, I finished the second assignment. The second assignment, it came down to the wire. I was frantically rushing to finish it in the last 15 minutes or 20 minutes. The main reason was because it took me like 30 minutes or 20 minutes or something at the end just to break down my citations, because the sources I had chosen were so incredibly difficult to write citations for. I had no idea how to do. That was funny. Nice. Maybe I should just ask somebody to buy a new comforter. Just why can't I just have a comforter that is the exact shape of the small bed and a comforter that's the exact shape of this bed? It's funny how I'm wearing tons of clothes. I'm wearing a t-shirt, long sleeve shirt, and a jacket because of the temperature in the basement. I actually don't know what the temperature is outside. So, why does my computer only sometimes show me what the temperature outside is? Good job, Windows 11. You had the temperature here, and then you made it disappear. I have no idea why. Maybe I could add it back or something. You don't have an option to do that. Stupid. So much for having temperature shown on my computer. Whoa. Well, now that I'm not trying to grow my channel, I don't have to care about talking throughout the entire vlog, so never mind. Actually, I didn't have to care about that before either, just because